Hey, my beautiful friends. Okay, I am so stoked to chat with you today. I just got back from a retreat over the weekend, and you guys, it has me like all sorts of like fire breathing dragon up in here. Okay, and I'm just so passionate and in love with everything that we get to do. Okay, so I just want to tell you my story, just in case you've never heard it or it's been a long time since you've heard it. Okay, so fast forward, no, not fast forward. I meant rewind 13 years. Okay. 13 years is when Bryn first found Beachbody. Okay. I was 17 years old. My older sister found Turbo Jam on an infomercial and she wanted to get in shape for her wedding. Okay. So she bought the DVDs from the infomercial. She invited me to do it with her. And, I was that 17-year-old girl with a 20-year-old sister. And this 20-year-old sister wanted me to work out with her and like hang out with her. And I was like fangirling over my own sister. And I was like, yeah, like, of course, you never want me to spend time with you. You want me to work out with you? Okay, yeah. Right. And I did it. And oh my gosh, I fell in love with these workouts. Okay. And long story short, I fell in love with Chalene Johnson and Turbo Jam so much that I like lived and breathed Chalene Johnson. The second she started a podcast, I was one of her first subscribers. The second she became an author, I was one of the first people who got her book. I got it for free. I only had to pay for shipping, right? The second she released Turbo Fire, I was one of the people who had it. The second she released Chalene Extreme, I was one of the people who had it, okay? I loved Chalene Johnson and I did all of her programs, okay? Then my older sister, fast forward a couple years, and is 8 years actually later. I was a turbo kick instructor, still living and breathing Chalene Johnson, love her, okay? My older sister invites me over to do this workout called 21 Day Fix. And I was like, I literally feel like I'm cheating on Chalene. No, I don't like this. And I did it, I finished it, but I didn't like it at all. Okay. And we did it, whatever, cool. Yep, that's it. She had started coaching. Then a couple weeks later, she's invited me to coaching. I'm not even kidding. Probably 30 times in like a 3-week span. Okay. And I was like, no, leave me alone. Shut up. Okay. No, I've tried it before. I've actually been a coach 2 other times, just in case you didn't know that about me. I was a coach 2 other times because I love Chalene Johnson so much. I loved her program so much. I did Beachbody workouts every freaking day. I had a testimony of Shakeology and that it helped me a lot. No, I'm not going to coach. I don't like it. Okay. I didn't like the team that I was on. My sister was like, no, Bryn, like this is the team we've always been looking for. And you really should say yes this time. And I still was like, no. And then she invited me over to do, I bet you know what it is. Size. She invited me over to do size. And guess what? I didn't feel like I was cheating on Chalene. I had a freaking blast. And I was like, that was a workout. Like, oh my freaking gosh, sign me up. Yes, I will coach with you. Let's do it. Let's go. Okay. And here I am 6 years later, right? There's obviously a lot of details missing in that, but all that to say, sometimes we get all up in our own heads about like, I don't like this. This is stupid. This isn't working. And all it comes down to, the program you're doing is not the right program for you. If my one and only taste of Beachbody had been lover, this is no hate on you if you love Autumn Calabrese, okay? If my one and only taste of Beachbody had been that experience with 21 Day Fix, guess what? I would not be here today. I do not love Autumn. Okay. I respect her. I think she does amazing things for herself and for her clients. Me personally, she is not my vibe. She is not my jam. Okay. But you hook me up with Chalene Johnson or Shanti or Amala or Megan Davies or Jericho McMatthews or Joel. And I'm like, girl, let's go. Right. Like, let's freaking go. I love this stuff so much. Okay. So if you don't feel that way about the workout you're doing right now, guess what? We literally have over 900 different workouts. I invite you to try something new. I invite you to try something different that does breathe fire into your soul. Okay. That does make you excited to work out every single day. And I will be completely real. I'm about to finish 645 right now, which is a 13-week program. I absolutely love it. It has made me feel so strong. It has made me feel so fierce. It has made me like shape up in ways I didn't even know were possible and feel healed in ways that I didn't even know were possible. It's helped me grow in so many ways. I love it. But there are still days that I'm like, I don't want to. Okay. I love it. I love the trainer. And there are still days when I'm like, I don't want to. Okay. So just know, even sometimes when you find the right program, even sometimes when you find the right trainer, there are still some days where you have to rely on something called discipline instead of motivation. Okay. In one of my challenge groups, a girl came in and was like, okay, y'all, I need your help. How do you get motivated to work out? Because I just don't feel it. I just don't feel that motivation. And I was like reeling my brain, like, what do I even say? What do I even say to her? Because I'm not sure what it is that made me get motivated, if you will. And one of the other girls in the group came in and was like, one of the things that really helps me is I just get my workout clothes on first thing. Like I get my workout clothes on, and then if I do it early, I get to change early and I get to feel cute and put together early. And if I don't get it done early, then I'm about to go to bed realizing I still have my workout clothes on and I never worked out. And then it helps me like get my butt going and actually work out before I change into my pajamas or whatever, my comfy clothes at night. Okay. And I was like, yes, I love that. I love that. I'm the same way. I put on my workout clothes the very first thing. That is, I set them out the night before. I put them on as soon as my alarm goes off after I pee and weigh myself to be mindset, right? I get my workout clothes on and it's part of my morning routine to get my workout done. And I heard this quote over the weekend and I was like, ooh, that is everything. Okay. This person that we were learning from said, I don't need motivation. I just need a moment to remember who I am, where I'm going, and why I'm here. I loved that. I loved that so much because for me, it's not about, I want to fit into a size 2 jeans and I want to weigh X amount of pounds and I want to blah, 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 look good in that blah, or whatever, right? For me, there are sometimes those little goals and those benchmarks, but that's not my overarching why. If you follow me on social media, you know very well my why. My dad just died. He's 57 years old. I do not want to die when I'm 57 years old. That means I have 27 more years of life to live. I am not ready to go in only 27 more years. Okay. My grandma died when she was 62 years old. Heart disease, obesity, type 2 diabetes, sleep apnea, bipolar disorder, asthma, name it, we've got it in our family. And I refuse. Okay. I refuse. Some people look at me and they're like, oh, she's the lucky one. She's the one who got the good genes in her family. My uncle legit calls me neighbor girl because I don't look anything like my family. And honestly, I've got a little bit of scarring up in there from that. I don't look like my family because I work my off. Okay. I'm not going to say it. I work my butt off. I've been a dancer since I was 5 and I have never let go of those habits. And when I was 18 and the dancing stopped, I knew I had to turn to something else if I wanted to keep my family diseases at bay. That's when I fell in love. I told you my story already. That's when I fell in love with Beachbody, with Turbo Jam, with Turbo Fire, with Chalene Extreme, with Shanti, with Size, with Insanity Max 30, with Core to Force, with Beachbody, with Shakeology, with our nutrition programs. Okay, now I love the portion control containers. Okay, To Be Mindset is my freaking jam now, okay? It's not because I love kale more than brownies. No, that is not why. It's because I want to be a grandma who can go down the water slides with her grandkids. And I talk about that all the time. Not just that I can, but that I'm confident enough to. That I am a 60-year-old, 70-year-old woman who feels confident enough to get all up in my swimsuit with my awesome skin and whatever it looks like at that stage in my life and go down a water slide because my knees are good enough, my arms are strong enough, and I still have fun and energy and vitality running through my blood. Okay. That's my why. So I don't need motivation. I just need a moment to remember who I am, where I'm going, and why I'm here. And there are absolutely those days where I do not feel like pushing play. Okay. But when I remember and I take a moment, well, why do I push play every day? Why am I doing this workout program? What are my goals? Who am I striving to be? Then it makes all those things disappear and I push play. Okay. And it really doesn't come down to motivation. Motivation is fleeting. Motivation comes and goes. Motivation lasts about 2 seconds and then it's gone. Okay. But discipline is what you're searching for. And discipline comes from those everyday moments of, I didn't feel like it, but I did it anyway. And I'm really freaking proud of myself for that. I didn't feel like it, but I did my best today. And no, it wasn't the best workout I've ever done. I wasn't able to lift as heavy as I did last time, or I had to pause in the middle of my workout 400 times because my kids interrupted me, or I had to pause in the middle of my workout because life got crazy, or I honestly wasn't feeling up to the whole workout because of XYZ, whatever reason, but I still pushed play. I did my best today. And those moments are when your spirit, your discipline, your strength internally and externally grow in immeasurable ways. And that's when you become a little closer to the version of you that God sent you here to be. Okay. There is a reason that Insanity Max 30 is one of my very favorite programs. And it is because that program challenges me like crazy. It is hard. And every single workout, I get to that point like 9 minutes in, and I have 30 minutes total. Okay. That I'm like, I don't think I can do it. This is freaking hard. And then I find that Bryn mode. Okay. I don't know if you can see this quote behind me. This quote, my mom introduced it to me when I was a sophomore in high school. Everything good in my life happened right around that time in my life. But I remember the first time I read this quote and I legit had all the feels. And I knew somehow, some way that quote was going to play a big difference in my life. And just in case you can't read it, because my bike is in the way, it says, our deepest fear is not that we are inadequate. Our deepest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure. It is our light, not our darkness, that most frightens us. We ask ourselves, who am I to be gorgeous, brilliant, gorgeous, talented, and fabulous? Actually, who are you not to be? You are a child of God. Your playing small does not serve the world. And that's where it ends on my wall, but it doesn't end in real life. It continues by saying, your playing small does not serve the world. There is nothing enlightened about shrinking so that other people won't feel insecure around you. We are all meant to shine as children do. And as we let our own light shine, we unconsciously give other people permission to do the same. And Insanity Max 30, that program helps me find that I am powerful beyond measure every single workout. I'm not even joking. It is one of the workouts. I was talking to my girl Amy about this, about just some workouts just make you cry. And you're like, I don't even know what's wrong with me, but I'm just crying, right? Like Turbo Fire and Insanity Max 30 are the two workouts that consistently, like, I'm just tearing up. Why? Because it helps me tap into that. I am powerful beyond measure. I am tired, but I can do it. And when I find that dig deep mojo inside of me, holy cazoli, I finish my workout and I just feel like I'm on top of the world. Okay. So I know my girl Stephanie, Lift 4 does that for her. So it doesn't have to be like a crazy cardio program, right? Like I know she's one of those like, oh my gosh, I just lifted 35-pound dumbbells and I'm a tiny human who weighs about 70 pounds. Not really, she's not 70 pounds, but she's like freaking lean and freaking ripped and she can lift bomb weights, okay? And that does it for her. It doesn't have to be cardio that kicks your trash, okay? It can be weightlifting that kicks your trash. It can be whatever it is that, oh my gosh, I feel like I am superhuman right now, okay? And you can find that somewhere in the 900 plus workouts that we have on our Beachbody On Demand library, okay? So just to close it out and leave you with something, I have been thinking a lot about the concept of, there's a book called There's No Plan B for Your A Game. Okay. And one of my really good friends over the weekend just talked about there's no plan B. When I joined Beachbody, I recognized and realized this is it. Like I am doing this. I am going all in. I have seen it work for so many other people. I'm going to go all in. And she was talking about the results, the physical results of it and the coaching side of it. But if you're just here to get results physically and you're not in a place where you want to coach and help others, that's totally okay. I realized that that is exactly what I did in my postpartum journeys. Every single time I was super successful in my journey, I leaned in and I didn't have a plan B. After I had my first, I told myself, this is it. This is what I'm doing. I'm going to lean all in. I'm going to do this program. I'm going to follow this nutrition program. There's no plan B. This is what I'm doing. And guess what? It worked. With my second, I was a little more wishy-washy. I was a little more mean to myself. And I should be here, should be there. Why have I not? And at that point, there was 2 nutrition programs out. And I was doing the wishy-washy thing. Maybe I should do this. Maybe I should do this. Okay, I've been doing this. Maybe I should switch back. Okay, I've been doing this. Maybe I should switch back. And I had a plan B. And guess what? I never got to where I wanted to get. Number 3, this is it. This is what I'm doing. This is what I want to do. This is what I'm committing to doing. I'm going all in. Baby number 1, it was ultimate portion fix. I leaned all in and it worked. Baby number 3, it was 2B mindset. I leaned all in with no plan B and it worked. Okay. This is not a like, oh, you must follow this or you must follow this to get it to work. But both times I did something, I picked it, I ran with it. Okay. And all 3 times I picked program after program after program after program after program. And I started it. I printed out the workout calendar. I finished it. Bada bing, bada boom. So freaking cool. Okay. There's no plan B. Commit. All in. What workout are you doing? What nutrition program are you following? What supplement are you using? Or are you using multiple? Are you drinking it regularly? It makes a difference. And this is not just a sleazy sales pitch from Bryn to buy more Shakeology. I drink it every freaking day. And I've never felt better. Okay. There is no plan B. This works if you do the work. Okay. So I invite you, find that program for yourself that lights your soul on fire. Find the nutrition program that you can do for life and lean into it with no plan B. Drink your supplements. No plan B. Go all in on the community. Check in to your accountability group every single day. And if you're not in one, talk to your coach, because you absolutely should be in one, because we have 1,000,001 resources for you to have a place where you feel loved, where you feel seen, where you feel heard, where you feel valued. Okay. All in on these nutrition bootcamp calls. Set your alarm every single Monday. It's at the same time. If I'm not leading it, one of my leaders is. Every Monday at the same time. No plan B. Okay. You're here. You're in it. And you will succeed. Cool. Okay. I love you guys. You're the shiz. I'm so excited to help you succeed, to watch you succeed, to see your results, both internally and externally, as you focus on your plan A. Cool. Okay. I love you, my friends. If you're on live, stay on live.